The United States was fighting in the name of democracy against Nazi Germany, which embraced an extreme form of racism based on the idea of Aryan supremacy. Yet racism was still a powerful force in American society. Other black leaders called for a battle against racism on two fronts. They wanted all citizens to join in for the fight for a double victory. A double victory is a victory for democracy both at home and abroad. This Double V campaign forced many white Americans to rethink their attitudes towards black Americans. Thousands of African Americans lined up to join the armed forces. By war's end, more than 1 million had served. They faced many hardships, beginning with their segregation and training camp. In their early build-up to war, the Marines and Army Air Corps refused to take any African Americans. The Navy limited African American duties to cooking, cleaning rooms, and shining shoes. Black leaders pressed the government to end military discrimination. In time, the armed services gave more black soldiers the opportunity to engage in combat and become officers.
This is African American World War II boot camps, 1943 colorized edition. Let's go.
Fighting for survival. I mean it when I analyze the stench. To me it makes a lot of sense. How the dreadlock rasta was Buffalo soldier.
The Army Air Corps established its first black combat unit in 1941, known as the Tuskegee Airmen. These pilots and their support crews showed that African Americans could handle the most demanding assignments. They served mainly as bomber escorts, engaging in direct combat with German fighter planes. The Tuskegee Airmen gained a reputation for skill and courage, shooting some 400 attackers out of the sky. They were the only fighter group never to lose a bomber to enemy planes. Black leaders were also working to improve conditions at home. The government had done little to end discrimination. Ongoing racial discrimination. Race riots broke out in many cities across the country as black migrants competed with white residents for housing and jobs.
Equality, 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 equality.